Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yes, good morning. All the Gen Vs who have joined here. Good morning. Okay, so last 1 minute remains. Okay, last 1 minute. It's exactly 9:59. So we'll start the class within a minute. So before starting our class, I'm going to launch a small technical poll. Just let me know if I'm perfectly audible and visible to you or not. Okay, so I'm going to launch the poll. Okay, it's exactly 10 now. We're good to go. Yes. So please let me know if there are any technical glitches or anything. Okay. So yeah, I'm clear, right? Am I clear to YouTube guys also? Yes? Okay. Then no problems with the internet. Let's move ahead without wasting any more of the time. Okay. Yes. So you're right. Good morning, friends. As you know, my name is Gazala, and I'm here as a biology tutor for you to take the NEET classes. Okay, and today we are going to do the P&A, the previous year questions and the answers in questions. All the questions, answers together, we are going to solve it today. As you know, we have done this chapter in the last week. In the last week, we have done this chapter and we have understood the concepts, right? So today we are going to apply those concepts to know better. Okay, so to know better about the concepts, we're going to do that today. Clear? So if you have any doubts in between, please make sure to ask in the chat box. Okay, and if you have any queries, also you can raise your hand. There is an option in the Zoom, you can raise your hand. Okay, and if there is anything, please be active in the chat box so that I'll come to know if you're understanding the concepts or not. Okay, so without any further waste of time, let's start the class. So here, I'm going to show you the first question. Please be quick while answering the questions. Don't make any delays. Okay. So I don't want anyone to delay while answering the questions. Please make sure that you are very active and sincere while answering the questions. Clear to that? Yes. Okay. Good morning, Mahisagar. Yes, yes. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, Vita. So we are going to start the class now. So there's a first question. Okay, so this question is based on the contraceptive Saheli. Okay, Saheli contraceptive, and these are the options which are showing in your screen. Please read it carefully and then try to answer. Meanwhile, I'll launch the poll also. Okay. Okay, so yes, I have already got the answer. Very good, Mahisagar. Very nice. Okay, so I think there is no need of launching poll because only you are here. So you have answered the question. So we'll move ahead then. Okay, so let's understand why A is correct. Clear? So here is the solution. When you have heard about the contraceptive, okay, so when you are hearing about the contraceptive, there are many contraceptive pills, okay. So I have told you about the emergency contraceptive pills, the contraceptive pills which are the combination of estrogen and progesterone. So those are different type of oral contraceptives, but this Saheli, okay, so this is a different type of tablet where the composition is non-steroidal. Okay, it's a non-steroidal composition. It does not contain as usual, progesterone and estrogen. It contains a drug called as ormeloxifene. Okay, so this is the composition. It is also called as centroman. Okay, usually if you see in the textbooks, they would give centroman. Yeah, it's written here. Okay, so centroman is the composition that is there in the Saheli. Clear? So what this drug will do? This drug acts as the selective estrogen receptor modulator. Okay, so what happens, beta, in our body, for every particular hormone, there are receptors where it will go and attach to do the function. You will study about this in the human physiology chapter. Okay, after some days, you're going to study that. What happens for a particular hormone, there is a receptor. Okay, for example, consider there is a receptor like this. Okay, for this receptor, there will be a hormone like this. When this hormone will go and bind in this area, only then the hormone action is initiated. Okay, so but here what happens? The estrogen. Okay, so estrogen, selective estrogen receptor modulator. Okay, so here estrogen का जो hormone है उसका जो receptor है, their modulation is occurring. Okay, so estrogen. So like this, what happens? Saheli is going to do its action for the prevention of pregnancy or conception. Okay, so this action, so the action of this hormone on the uterus and eggs are prevented from getting implanted. So eventually, what's happening here? Eggs are getting prevented from implantation. Okay, so let's see the option. Blocks estrogen receptors in the uterus, preventing the eggs from getting implanted. This is actually correct answer. Let's see other options also. Increases the concentration of estrogen, prevents the ovulation in females. So this is also correct, but it is not regard with Saheli. It is with the normal contraceptive pill, which we call as a pill. Okay, the normal ones which has the combination of progesterone and estrogen. For that, it might be correct, but for Saheli, no. IUD, no. Saheli is not IUD. It's the oral contraceptive tablet. Okay. Post-coital contraceptive, no. It is also not post-coital. So I hope you understand what is post-coital. Post means later. Coital means coitus. Okay. Coitus or insemination, the sexual intercourse. So this is not that also. Clear? Are we good to go here? Okay. So the second question is, all these are important questions. See, this is NEET 2022 wala question. Okay. Please try to understand the concept and then answer it. IUDs are small objects made up of plastic or copper that are inserted in the uterine cavity. Which of the following statements are correct about IUDs? Please take your time, read the options. After that, I'll launch the poll. Okay, after some seconds, I'll launch the poll. Take your time and read. Good morning, Jamnagar, Rishika. Okay, so now I'm going to launch the poll. Please make sure you answer here. Take your time. Take your time. See, all the points, the statements which they have given here, I have told you while doing the chapter. I have explained you about these concepts. Try to remember, try to have those glands in your mind. Very good. Very good. Those who have chosen in the poll, only one person has chosen till now, and his answer is correct. Their answer is correct, I mean. Okay, nobody's trying to attempt the question. Already I have given 45 seconds. Okay, 2 people. Great. Great. We are good to go then. Okay. So as I can see, all of you have chosen option C as your answer. So let us see if it is a correct option or not. Okay. So what they're asking, beta, IUDs are small object. What are IUDs? IUDs are intrauterine devices which are supposed to be inserted inside the uterus. Okay, inside the uterus, they are inserted for the contraceptive purpose. Made up of plastic or copper. Yeah, I have told you there are 3 types of IUDs: non-medicated, copper releasing, and hormone releasing. Okay, so non-medicated will have the plastic, that is Lippes loop. I have given the example of Lippes loop. In the copper releasing, there will be a copper T, multi-load, okay, copper 7. So all those are. So these are inserted inside the uterine cavity. Which of the following statements are correct? So here what you have to do, you have to know the mechanism of IUDs. Okay, so let's read. IUD decrease the phagocytosis of sperm within the uterus? No, it actually increased. Okay, it actually increases, not decreases. So statement A is wrong. The released copper ions suppress the sperm motility? Yes. Copper releasing IUDs do release the copper ions while suppressing the sperm motility. Okay. IUDs do not make the cervix hostile to the sperm. Actually, they make hostile. Okay, beta, they really make the hostile. I have given you an example also. Okay, so cervix में changes होते हैं बेटा. There is the changes either in the mucus also and in the cervix. So what happen? They do not make comfortable area for the sperm. Okay, so sperms should not be comfortable. By that, IUDs are also playing part. Okay, so this is also wrong. Okay, do not nahi hai, they do. Okay, IUDs suppress the fertilization capacity of the sperm. Yes, they do suppress the fertilizing capacity of the sperm. Okay, IUDs do that, beta. They do it. Okay, IUDs require surgical intervention. Mama, beda, Stella beda. Okay, itna nahi chahiye humko. IUDs does not require surgical intervention for the insertion. It's a very simple process, beta. Okay, IUDs को क्या करना होता है? There will be a string. Okay, so I have shown you in the last videos. There you can see there will be a string like this. Okay, so that has to be pulled and it will go directly straight into the uterus. Okay, they will do it very, they will have this knack to do it. Okay, so then it does not need any surgical process or surgical intervention. It definitely doesn't want it. Okay, so B and D are correct. Let's see in the options. Okay, option C is the correct one. B and D are the correct statements. Clear? Yes. So I have shown you a picture here of a IUD inserted inside the uterus. Okay, so this is the string which I was telling you. Okay, this is the string. And this string helps in knowing the woman if the IUD is still intact or not. Because sometimes what happens, okay, during the menstrual cycle or any other sexual intercourse, sometimes there is a possibility of falling out of IUD and the lady doesn't understand if there is a presence of IUD or not. So to locate it, these threads are helpful. And also while removing the IUDs, these threads are also helpful. Okay. So let's move ahead. There's a third question on the screen. The hormone releasing IUDs among the following are. This question is in NEET 2022. Okay, just look at it. So easy question. So easy question. Take your time. Very good. Very good, Mahisagar. The Horde beta, the Horde JNV, please look into the options and state this. Okay, once again, look at the options once again and then try to answer. Okay, I'm launching the poll now. Please select your answers in the poll. Be very quick, beta. We have so many questions to solve. So many questions. I have told you last week. I had told you in IUDs only two type of questions will arise. One is regarding the examples. Second is regarding the mechanism of IUD. See, both questions had asked in NEET 2022. Okay, so that much important these IUDs ka example and mechanism is. Clear? I want everyone to attend and participate. Yes, Vaibhavi, Vishaka, Tejaswini, Kolhapur, Aurangabad, please JNV with no name. Okay, so I'll end the poll now. I'll end the poll. Okay, so here I have told you, right, beta? I have told you the types of IUDs. I have told you the types of IUDs. There are three types already. We know that. We have studied about it. Okay, so among those three types, the third type is hormone releasing IUD. Okay, which are the examples? For hormone releasing IUD, LNG20 and progestasert. Progestasert and LNG20 are the hormone releasing IUD. Multilode 375 is a copper ion releasing. Lipids loop is a non-medicated. It is a non-medicated IUD. Okay, so Volt is a barrier. Okay, barrier type of contraceptive. So it is not an IUD at all. So Lipids loop is no. Multilode is also no. B and C are the hormone releasing IUDs. So B and C, third one is the correct answer. Is this clear? So there is nothing to explain here. It is just an example. If you are consistent in reading the NCERT and absorbing the concepts, then everything is easy for you. Okay. Now, there's another question again from Human, Reproductive Health 2022. Which one of the following is not and assisted reproductive technology, that is ART, used by childless couples to have children. Okay, childless couple to have children. Yes, very good. Very good, Mahisagar. Mahisagar is a person or a school. Your answers are all correct. You are attentive in yesterday's class also. You are attentive in today's class also. Both Janvi, Dahod and Mahisagar. I want everyone to be like them. Yes, Janvi, very good. Yes, Gandhinagar, correct answer. So before launching the poll, everybody has answered here. I feel like there is no need to launch the poll, but still, okay, Janvi, right. So the written name Janvi is Ahmedabad. Okay. You can rename it Ahmedabad. You can rename in the Zoom as Janvi Ahmedabad. Okay. All right. I can see everybody's choosing the correct options. So everybody's clear with art, assisted reproductive technologies, right? So I have ended the poll now. So which one of the following is not an assisted reproductive technology? So what is IVF beta? It is in vitro fertilization. In vitro fertilization. We have studied about it. In vitro fertilization ke andar you have studied, okay, intra-uterine transfer and ZIFT. So ZIFT is what? A zygote intrafallopian tube transfer. So this is again comes under IVF. It again comes in IVF. And IUT, intra-uterine transfer, it also comes under IVF. Okay. So IUD is what, beta? No. This is the but not assisted technology, but this is the correct answer. Okay, it is correct answer. So intrauterine devices, clear? बहुत easy question hai beta, but it has asked in 2022. Okay, so these are the names. If you are not remembering, please make sure IVF. Okay, IUI. I hope you don't get confused between IUT, IUD, and IUI. IUD is intrauterine device. IUI is intrauterine insemination. IUT is intrauterine transfer. Okay, there are three. Okay, IUI, IUD, IUT. Clear? Don't get confused in those. Now, fifth question. Lippes loop is a type of contraceptive used as. Lippes loop is a type of contraceptive used as. Very easy question. Very, very easy question. Very good, Ahmedabad. I'm going to launch the poll. I'm not giving much time for this because it's a very simple and direct question. Very good, Mahisagar. Yes, I can see everybody's clear with types of IUD and everything, right? But it's a previous year question, that's why I have kept here. Okay, these are previous year questions. Okay, your time is done. 30 seconds are done. And as you can see, everybody has chosen correct answer. And I'm very happy with that. Okay, so Lippes loop, I have already told you in the previous questions, it is a type of IUD. And which type of IUD? To be precise, it is non-medicated IUD. Okay, what is a barrier? Not an IUD. Copper releasing IUD के examples आपको पता है, ठीक है? Copper T, copper 7, multi-load. So no. Then cervical barrier, it is also barrier. Option 2 is the correct answer. See, so easy questions, right? Okay. So here I have given you the example and also the action. You read it once. Okay. Take your time. Take 2 minutes to read this. Okay. So how many types of IUD? Non-medicated IUD, copper releasing IUD, hormone releasing IUD. Examples: Lippes loop in non-medicated, copper T, copper 7, multi-load, 375 in copper releasing. In hormone releasing, progestasert, LNG, levonorgestrel 20. Okay, LNG 20 or levonorgestrel 20. Action. What Lippes loop do, beta? They increase the phagocytosis of sperm in uterus. Okay, they increase the phagocytosis of sperm in uterus. What the copper releasing IUDs will do, they release the copper ions, which decrease the sperm motility. So sperms will have a very fast motion. Okay, they'll have very whipping movement of the tail and sperm जैसे भागते भागते हुए जाएंगे एक के पास. Okay, so that is reduced by copper releasing IUD. Okay, then what hormones releasing will do? Hormones will make the uterus unsuitable for implantation and makes cervix hostile to sperms. Okay, clear? एक बार और revision हो गया. Again, based on these questions are there. That's why I have given you time. Okay, now, which one of the following is an example for hormone releasing IUD? Again, same, but it has asked in 2021. Okay, similar question based on example. Now I will launch the poll because I am so sure that everybody will answer it correctly. Everyone will answer it correctly. Very good. Very good, Mahisagar. Very good. Okay. Itna easy question here. Still people are taking time to think. Huh? Don't take so much time to think. It's a very easy question. Which one of the following is an example for hormone releasing IUD? Just now I showed you in the last slide. Just now I showed you. Okay. So which is the one? It is LNG20. Okay, so LNG20. See this copper T, Cu7, copper 7, and Mertilode 375. These three are copper releasing IUD. Okay, it's the second type of IUD, copper releasing IUD, but hormone releasing levonorgestrel 20. Okay, again, same chart. Okay, so here you can see CUT, Cu7, Mertilode. Clear? Now, which of the following is a correct statement? It was asked in 2019, NEET 2019 ka question. Okay, read the statements and then try to answer. I'll launch the poll in some minutes. Sorry, some seconds, not minutes. Okay. Take your time, read the options. Okay. So I'm getting answers in the chat box. Now I will launch the poll. Please be quick. I have so many questions. We have literally so many questions. Very good. I can see many people are choosing the correct answer. Great. And I'm very happy about it. I appreciated those students who are listening to me clearly and, are very active in the process. Only 3 people have answered in the poll. What about others? What about others? What about Shimoga? I'm from Shimoga. My place is Shimoga and I'm teaching right now from Shimoga. Yes, Aurangabad, Gandhinagar, Jamnanagar, Kolhapur, please be active. Okay. Right. So I'm ending the poll. Yes, Vaibhavi, you are correct. You are so correct. Okay. So which of the following is a correct statement? IUDs once inserted need to be replaced, need not to be replaced. Look at this. They need to be replaced, beta. If you see IUDs have a validity of like 3 years, 5 years, and some have sometimes 5 to 7 or 10 years also, 7 to 10 years also. But they needs to be replaced. Okay, it's not permanent. Okay, so once insert कर लिया फिर जिंदगी भर ऐसे रख दिया. No, it is not how it is done. Okay, they need to be replaced. Okay, hence this is not the correct statement. Okay, they needs to be replaced. For example, if a couple wants to have a baby after 3 years of gap, okay, they want to conceive and have another baby. At that time, we'll remove the IUD. Okay, we don't need IUD there. Now, IUDs are generally inserted by user herself. No, definitely not. It is not like a condom. Okay, this has to be, done by the doctor or a nurse. Okay, so this has to be done by the physician or the person who is responsible. Okay, self to bilkul nahi beta. We are not introducing it ourselves. IUDs increase the phagocytosis of the sperm in the uterus. Yes, it does. Okay, it does. Okay, to be precise, who does this? Which type of contraceptive, IUD will do this? Tell me, non-medicated, copper releasing or hormone releasing? Which type of IUD will increase the phagocytosis of sperm in the uterus? Please write it in the chat box. For copper, write Cu. Okay, hormonal, HO. Okay, Gandhinagar has answered it first and Applause. Non-medicated. Great. Okay. Let's move ahead. The function of copper releasing ion in copper releasing IUD. Copper. Okay, copper. So please read out the options. Keep in mind we're talking about copper. वेरी गुड गांधीनगर. आई कैन सी गांधीनगर ने आज शायद स्टिंग पी के आए हैं. ओके, सो दे दैट पीपल आर वेरी एक्टिव हियर. ओके, सब लोग बता रहे हैं कि मैम सिर्फ गांधीनगर में नहीं, हम लोगों ने भी पी के आए हैं. सो व्हाट इज दैट? रेड बुल, राइट? एनर्जी ड्रिंक. इट कंटेन्स हाई अमाउंट ऑफ कैफीन. ओके, तो अब वो एड्स में दिखाते हैं कि हाँ पी लो, एकदम एनर्जेटिक हो जाओ. इट जस्ट गिव्स यू एन एलिवेशन of energy only for some time. Okay, and that is because of the increased amount of caffeine. Okay, so as I can see, everybody had answered in the chat box. I think there is no need to launch the poll. I can see everybody has answered here, but still I'll launch the poll for those people who are very shy to talk to me in the chat box. They can answer in the poll. I'll just give you 10 seconds. Be very quick because we have so many questions to do. Okay, so people have answered. I have ended the poll. Now, the function of copper ions or copper releasing iodide, they inhibit gametogenesis? No. Please remember, no IUDs are responsible in inhibiting gametogenesis. No. Gametes will be there. Okay. There, the main function is either suppressing the activity or, making the cervix hostile or something like that. But gametogenesis are never inhibited in IUDs. Okay. They make uterus unsuitable for implantation. Is that correct? No. Okay, it is not a function of IUD. It is not a function of IUD, but it might be a function of other contraceptives. Okay. Right. Then third option, they inhibit ovulation. Okay, they inhibit ovulation. No, inhibiting ovulation is a function of pill. Okay, pills are doing that inhibition of ovulation mainly. याद रखो बेटा, ovulation को prevent करते हैं contraceptive pills. Okay, then the copper releasing ions suppress the sperm motility and fertilizing capacity of the sperms. In the last slides, I have shown you this. In the last slides, I showed you this. The sperm motility is suppressed and also the fertilizing capacity because their movement is, decreased. Their, whipping movement of the flagella or the tail. So there is a less movement, less motility, and also the capacity will be suppressed. Okay, so 4 is the answer. Option D is the answer. Very simple question. Now, which of the following array again and again these questions, but still, our team has kept it because these were asked in the previous years. These were asked in the previous years. अगर आपको आज की क्लास में टाइप्स एंड एग्जाम्पल्स क्लियर नहीं हुए ना, then I'm going to be very angry because again and again same type of questions are occurring here. Okay, everybody has answered in the chat box. I'm very happy to see that. Hormone releasing IUD is levonorgestrel 20. Okay, Lipids loop is a non-medicated. Copper and multilode are copper releasing. अरे Vaibhavi, while answering, I think आपने confuse कर लिया है. Copper 7 is a copper releasing IUD. Multilode is again copper releasing IUD. Lipids loop is a non-medicated. Okay, you know answer. I know, but जल्दी जल्दी में करने के चक्कर में आपने मिस कर दिया. कोई बात नहीं. Very good, Jamnanagar. Now, back your concentration to the screen. In which of the following techniques the embryos are transferred to assist those females who cannot conceive? Who cannot conceive? Embryos are transferred. Embryos are transferred. Who cannot conceive? Now, I want your answers. Embryos are transferred. Embryos are transferred in only one of the method. One method of art. Very good. Very good, Gandhinagar. JNV beta. Okay, the JNV Ahmedabad. Please think and then answer. Think once again. Think once again. Okay, I'm launching the poll now. Think once again. Take your time. Okay, I don't know why many people are Getting confused here. Embryos. Embryos. Very diverse answers I'm getting. Okay, I'll explain it once again very briefly. I'll explain it once again very briefly because I'm getting very diverse answers in the poll. Okay, I have ended the poll now. See what they're asking. The embryos are transferred. Okay, embryos are transferred. Embryos are transferred in only two types. Okay, so one is IUT, another one is ZIFT. Okay, these both are coming under IVF. In vitro fertilization. Okay, in vitro fertilization में क्या होता है बेटा? We are taking the sperms, okay, collecting the sperms and the egg, and we are fertilizing them. Okay, so and we are fertilizing them in the in vitro conditions. After the fertilization, there is a formation of zygote. After zygote, there will be the formation of embryo, right? There will be formation of embryo. So here what happens in the case of ZIFT, if the embryo after cleavage divisions, it will form the blastomeres. Okay, we have studied about this. It will form the blastomeres. If these blastomeres are less than 8, okay, if these blastomeres are less than 8, then that is ZIFT. Okay, then that is ZIFT. Okay, so I will write here less than 8 blastomeres. In IUT, what happens? The blastomeres might go up to 16. Okay, up to 16. So less than 8 in the case of ZIFT, more than 8. Okay, so more than 8 in the case of IUT. Okay, so ZIFT में क्या होता है बेटा? The transfer of either zygote. Okay, the word zygote here, the letter Z, either it might be zygote. Okay, either it might be zygote or it might be embryo containing 8 blastomeres. Both might be done based on the condition of the female. Okay, based on the condition of the female, either there is a transfer of zygote or there is also a transfer of embryo less than 8 directly into the fallopian tube. It is transferred into the fallopian tube. But more than 8 blastomeres, it is transferred not in fallopian tube but inside the uterus. Okay, hence the name intrauterine transfer of the embryo which has more than 8 blastomeres. Okay, only embryos. जब embryo आएगा ना बेटा, only chance is ZIFT and IUT. Okay, now think about GIFT. GIFT is happening only in the case of females. Only in the case of female, where what happened? The female का जो fallopian tube है, might be it has got blocked, or this lady is not able to produce an egg. So in this case, the gamete, okay, the gamete or egg will be transferred into the fallopian tube. This is GIFT. This is GIFT, okay? So transfer of gamete, female gamete into the fallopian tube is a GIFT. ZIFT means what? Either it might be a zygote or a ball of blastomeres less than 8. Okay, so ICSI is, you know, okay, direct contact between a sperm and a egg. Clear answer for this question is 2. ZIFT and IUT. Okay, only in IVF the embryos are used to transfer. Clear? Now it is clear to everyone. Clear hai beta? Okay, so here you can see and take the points. Just a minute, I'll erase this. You can take some time and read it. Just for an, revision purpose. Okay. The same things which I have told you, they have given here. Okay, so in vitro fertilization occurs outside the body, that is in vitro condition, followed by embryo transfer. See, embryo transfer occurs through ZIFT and IUT. Okay, so the same thing here you can see in the GIFT, and ovum is collected from the donor and is transferred to the fallopian tube of another female who cannot produce one. So, but she has the suitable environment or the suitable conditions for fertilization and development. At that time, the doctor will do the gift. Okay, so what is ICSI? It's a specialized procedure where the sperm is directly injected into the vagina. Even in the ICSI case also, sometimes the embryo are formed outside. Okay, then artificial insemination is what? Artificial insemination is done when the male is not able to inseminate inside the vagina of the female. Okay, the male person has not the ability to inseminate or release the sperms inside the female body. At that time, we do the artificial insemination. Okay, let's move ahead then. Again, same question. I will not do this question. Okay, because I know hormone releasing, we know that it is LNG20 without any doubt. Now, a childless couple can be assisted to have a child through a technique called gift. The full form of this technique is, full form of this technique, beta. Full form of this technique. Very easy question, but don't get confused. Very good, Gandhinagar. Very good, Mahisagar and the Hood. Yeah, I can see people are answering in the very good, very good, Jamnagar. Okay, everybody is answering correctly. Germ cell, no, there is no germ cell. Okay, in the gift, there is no germ cell. Gamete inseminated, no. Insemination is only for artificial insemination. Artificial insemination, only their insemination will occur. Gamete intrafallopian tube transfer, okay, this is correct. Intrafallopian tube transfer is also correct. Fallopian transfer is also correct. Gamete internal fertilization, no. Option C is the correct option. Okay. So like this, see, this is how the gift procedure is done. Gift procedure is done. Okay. Here you can see, okay, sperms and eggs both are placed here. Okay. So both are placed here in the fallopian tube, but most of the cases, this is done for the females. Most of the cases, it is done for the females. Because see, sperms को fallopian tube में डालने की जरूरत ही नहीं है बेटा, because they'll simply swim and go through uterus. There is no need to directly, insert the sperm inside the fallopian tube. And only in certain conditions, like when the sperm is really unhealthy, or you can say not very motile, or it's not showing a super activity, at that time, it might be possible. It might be possible that only in that cases, sperm is also transferred. But most of the time, it is used for the, female gametes. Okay. Now, assisted reproductive technology, ZIFT, involves the transfer of ZIFT involves the transfer of. I know you will get confused here. That's why I have kept this question. But please be attentive and then answer the question. Be attentive. Good. Gandhinagar and Dahod. I thought people will get confused here, but no, people are not getting confused here. Very nice. Mahisagar, perfect. Okay, great, everyone. I can see everybody is answering it correctly. Okay, so I'll not launch the poll because everybody has literally answered here. Mahisagar, your first answer was correct. See, you got confused now. You got confused now. आपका पहले वाला answer ठीक था. Okay, now assisted reproductive technology ZIFT involves transfer of. I told you right. ZIFT means either it might be a transfer of a zygote, or it might also be a transfer of embryo. But that embryo has to be less than 8 blastomeres. Okay. Now, ovum into fallopian tube, no. Zygote into fallopian tube, yes. Zygote into uterus, no. Embryo with 16, not 16, less than 8. Okay, so less than 8 blastomeres into the fallopian tube. So answer for this question is 2, not D. Okay, it's B. Clear? I hope it is clear to everyone. Chalo. In case of couple where the male is having a very low sperm count, okay, very low sperm count, which technique will be suitable for fertilization? Which technique is suitable for fertilization here? Okay. Think once more, Gandhinagar. Yeah, correct now. Gandhinagar is correct now. Okay, I'll launch the poll here. Please answer in the poll also. Ahmedabad, I want you to think about it once again because it's a direct statement taken from NCRT. Open your NCRT and look. Look where it is given. Male having less, very less sperm count. Okay. So most of you have answered it correctly. I'll end the poll. This statement is directly taken from NCRT beta. Very low sperm count. Okay. And the male person who is not able to inseminate. Okay, who is not able to inseminate. So that is, artificial insemination. So gamete no, this is not the one. Artificial insemination is the one which is done when the male has very less sperm count. You might be wondering, ma'am, why? See, there will be million number of sperms, but when the sperm count is very less, the possibility of fertilization, okay, so possibility of fertilization might, might decrease. So hence what we are doing here, we are taking the very healthy sperms and we might be directly inserting inside the vagina or uterus. Okay, so this happens to that person who is not able to inseminate. Okay, there might be an erectile dysfunction problem or any other problem. At that conditions, we are doing artificial insemination. No other options are correct here. Okay, the people, I don't know why they were choosing intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Beta, this is done. Okay, ICSI is done when the health of sperms are very bad. Okay, the condition of the sperm is very bad. At that time, among many sperms, the doctor will choose one healthy, good sperm. That good sperm is directly fertilized, by inserting inside an egg. And that is done in vitro condition. Okay, so in that case, ICSI is done, beta. Okay, so insemination when the low sperm count is there in the semen or the seminal plasma. Okay, artificial insemination means the same question, just in a different form. Read it and then answer. Take your time, read the question. Artificial insemination. Very good. Mahisagar is the first one to answer this question and correct. Answer is correct. Yes, Dahod. Yes, Jamnagar. Okay. Everybody has answered it correctly. I'm very happy about it. I don't know why there is less participation from others. Okay. If you don't want to chat here, you can answer in the poll. Please be active. We have many questions to do. Okay, Sneha. Sneha Sakhare, better you need to think about it once again. Okay. Artificial insemination, is it done in test tube? Okay, I will end the poll. All of you have answered it correctly. Okay, Sneha, better listen here. From the YouTube, I'm talking. Okay, so artificial insemination means what? There, the transfer of sperms will be done in the uterus. Okay, when the artificial insemination is done in the uterus, it is called as IUI. But artificial insemination is also done in vagina. Okay, in vagina. So this is normal artificial insemination. So this is done by the healthy donor sperms. Okay, introduction of sperms. Clear? Now look into the options. Introduction of sperm of a healthy donor directly into ovarina. No, not into ovary. Transfer of sperms of a healthy donor to a test tube containing ova. No. The sperms are directly inserted inside the female body, either uterus or vagina. Okay, Sneha, it is not, transferred into test tube beta. It is inserted directly into uterus. If it is inserted into uterus, we call it as intrauterine insemination and vagina. Transfer of sperms of husband to a test tube containing ova? No. Again, no. Artificial introduction of sperms of a healthy donor into vagina? Yes. Into vagina or into uterus. Good, Ahmedabad. Your answer is correct. Okay. Now, which of the following is incorrect for the given figure? Okay, Sneha. Which of the following is incorrect for the given figure? It covers the vagina and cervix, protects the user from STD and IUD, gives privacy to user. The barrier is reusable. Which is correct answer? Please answer in the chat box. It's very easy question. I don't think there is need to launch the poll because you have to answer it here. Very good, Ahmedabad. Your answer is correct. Yes, Jamnagar, correct answer. Yes, Dahod. Perfect. Perfect. Again, I'm very happy to see. Now let's come back here. Which of the following is incorrect? You have to choose incorrect one. Good, Mahisagar. Okay. So this picture, what they're showing here is the female condom or also called as femdom. Okay. So you might be see this word also in some textbooks. Okay. So femdom means what? Female condom. Both together joined as a name femdom. Okay. So this is the female condom. It covers the vagina and cervix. Yes. Before the coitus or insemination, the female or the lady has to insert this condom inside the vagina so that it covers the cervix. Okay. This is a correct statement. It protects the user from spreading STD and AIDS, correct. See, contracting means you don't compare it with the contract, relax, expanding. No, contracting means spreading. Contracting का another मतलब है spreading beta. Okay. It gives privacy to user. Yes, it will give privacy. The barrier is reusable. No. Once you use the barrier, that means condom, you have to throw away. There are other barriers which are reusable, like diaphragm is there, vault, cervical caps. They are reusable, but condom, no, they are not reusable. Okay. Now, I have shown you the two lists here. Please take your time, choose which one is correct, and tell me the option. Take your time. Okay, already I have got the answer. Mahisagar, correct answer. Yes, Dahod, you are also correct. Yes, Jamnagar, correct answers, correct answers. I can see everybody super active here and are understanding the concepts. Let us match here. Yes, Neha, I want answers from you also in YouTube. I don't see many, people are chatting in YouTube. Please be active here. Okay, what are vaults, beta? Vault is a barrier. Okay, which blocks the entry of sperm through the cervix. Okay, this is correct. A is 1. Now you see where A is 1. Okay, 2 may hai. Okay, 2 has A1, but let us see the other options also. IUD. What IUDs will do? Phagocytosis of sperms within the uterus. Okay, phagocytosis. Now, vasectomy means what? Cut or tied. They have used the word removal, but doesn't matter. Cut or tied. So vasectomy, vas deferens, tubectomy, fallopian tube. So second option is the correct option. Okay. Now, I have given the chart here. You can see it. Okay, you can see it once. So natural methods, periodic abstinence, coitus interrupters, lactational amenorrhea, barrier methods, sponge, condoms, this. Okay, we have already talked about this. Let's not waste time here. Again, same question. Again, these have asked so many times in the previous years. What anybody can do, beta? कोई कुछ क्या करे? इतने बार ये से hormone releasing questions आए हैं. Okay, so hormone releasing questions. Now, which is the option here? Option C is the correct one. Progestasert and LNG 20. Very good, Ahmedabad and Mahisagar. Very good. Okay, be concentrative here. There are two lists. Choose which one is correct. Choose the options. Imagine what is the function of diaphragm? What does the contraceptive pills do? Very good, Mahisagar. Yes, the whole correct answer. Correct answer. Okay, what diaphragms are? Ahmedabad, I think you need to look at the options once again. Once again, better look at the options. Okay, diaphragms are barriers. Okay, they are barriers, and barriers will prevent the meeting of sperm and egg by covering the cervix. Okay, diaphragm. Four. Okay, so four is the correct one. Diaphragm. They cover the cervix, blocking the entry of sperm. So see here. A में four कौन सा है? 1 and 4 are there. Okay, now contraceptive pills, they inhibit ovulation and implantation. Yes, they do. Okay, they do. So main function of contraceptive pill is to inhibit ovulation and implantation. Please remember it. Okay, so these contraceptive pills, we are talking about the combination of estrogen and progestogen, or only progestogen or only estrogen. Okay, now intrauterine devices, what they'll do, increase the phagocytosis of sperm within the uterus. Then remaining lactational amenorrhea, absence of menstrual cycle, and ovulation following the parturition. So 4 is also wrong. Option A is the correct option. Clear? It's very easy. I hope you are clear with this. Which of the following contraceptive methods do involve a role of hormone? Now, think and then answer. Beta, use your mind, use your brain, use yourself for answering this question. Which of the following contraceptive methods do involve in a role of hormone? The role of hormone is involved in which contraceptive method? I can see many of you. Okay, I have got answers here. Very good. Very good, very good. Okay, so contraceptive methods do involve role of hormone. Okay, now come here. You look into the options. Okay, you look into the options. Wherever there is a barrier method, you remove it. Barrier method, remove this option. Barrier method, remove this option, because the barrier is preventing the meeting of sperm and egg by the cervix. Okay, that is removed. Now, CUT, copper. Okay, copper releasing IUD. It is not a hormone. Okay, copper is an ion. So C is also no, 2 is also no, 4 is also no. Now left only one. Okay, left only one, that is 1. See, why I have told you like this? Because if you might get confused, which is wrong or which is right, just start eliminating the not possible things, then you'll get the answer. See, lactational amenorrhea mein kya hota hai beta? I have told you about this. Increase of prolactin. Okay, high prolactin will suppress. Here I have given high prolactin will suppress the secretion of luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. Hence, there will be no ovulation. If there is no ovulation, then there is no chance of pregnancy. Okay, so this is done by hormones. Okay, then pills. Pill have the combination of progesterone and estrogen again, and even in the emergency contraceptives, same composition. Okay, so hormones, option A is the correct option. Now, progestogen alone or in combination with estrogen can be used as contraceptive in the form of. Okay, so this alone or in combination with estrogen can be used in form of what? Very easy question. If you have read your NCRT perfectly, then you will be able to answer it. Yes, Mahisagar, you are correct. You are correct. Okay. Progestogen or estrogen combinations. So they are used in the form of pills, implants, and injections. All three. All three will have the combination of these hormones. Okay, implants only no, injections only no, pills only no. All three will have the combinations of P and estrogen. Okay, now which of the following is a correct statement? This question was asked in 2021. Please read the options. Take your time, read the option. Mahisagar, please think again, beta. Think again. Jamnagar, your first answer was correct. Okay. Okay, correct answer, the whole. Right. You have to choose the correct statement here. Surgical methods of contraception, okay, prevent gamete formation. No, they do not prevent the gamete formation, but they prevent the gamete transfer. They prevent the gamete transfer. So what is surgical method? Vasectomy and tubectomy. They do not prevent the gamete formation, beta. Hormones will be there, gametes will be formed, but only thing is vas difference is cut and tubectomy, has happened. So hence there is no transfer of gametes. Okay, it is an incorrect statement. In embryo transfer techniques, embryo are always transferred into uterus. No, it might also be transferred into fallopian tube. All sexually transmitted disease are not completely curable. No, some are curable, some are not curable. Some are curable and some are not curable. Oral pills are very popular contraceptive among rural women. No, oral pills are contraceptive in urban area like metropolitan cities or big cities. Only there where oral pills are famous. But in the rural areas, more common is condom and IUD. Okay, common and IUD are very popular in rural people. Okay, so option C is the correct option. Now, which of the following sexual transmitted disease do not specifically affect the reproductive organ? Okay, which does not affect the reproductive organ? Do not specifically affect the reproductive organ. Very good, Mahesagar. Okay, here if you can see, okay, wait, gone. Okay. So genital warts, hepatitis B, syphilis. So among all these questions or options, if you can see, AIDS and hepatitis B is the one which are not directly related with the STD. So AIDS is what, beta? It's a immunodeficiency, right? HIV, immuno, it's related with immunity. Hepatitis B is a liver infection caused by the virus. Okay. So syphilis is a sexual transmitted disease. Genital wart is also, okay. Chlamydiasis is also. So hence your answer should be 3. Okay, AIDS and hepatitis B are not directly related with the STD. Okay, not directly related, matlab they do not show the effect on the reproductive organs. Okay, they do not show their effect on the reproductive organs, but genital wart, syphilis, and other will do. Right. Here, which of the following sexually transmitted disease is not completely curable? Which is not curable? This is last question. I'm not going to take further, but it is important. Please answer this question. Which of the following sexual transmitted disease is not completely curable? Yes. Which is not completely curable? Because that is genital herpes. Okay, genital herpes is not completely curable. Okay, it's a viral disease or the viral problem. Whereas these can be curable. These can be curable, but genital herpes, other than this, beta, if you are asked which sexually transmitted disease are not curable, you have to remember one is AIDS, okay, then hepatitis B and genital, okay, and genital herpes. These three are the only sexually transmitted diseases which are not curable. Okay, which are not curable, but genital herpes show its effect on the organs, reproductive organs. Clear? Okay, so there's another question. Consider this as a last. Consider this as a last. Okay, So we'll do it together, beta. We'll do it together. So AIDS तो beta बहुत simple है. Okay, so this is very simple. AIDS, HIV, then gonorrhea, Neisseria, syphilis, treponema, genital warts, HPV. Which is the correct answer? A, 2, B, 3. Okay, fourth one is the correct answer. Clear? Okay, so here I have given the causal organism and the name of diseases also. I have given here, look into it. So that's all for this class. If you have any further doubts, you can ask in the chat box or else you can leave. Thank you for coming to the class. And your homework is read the NCERT of human reproduction and reproductive health clearly. Clearly, okay? So in the next classes, we are going to start the principle of inheritance and variation, okay, which is a very important concept. Before coming to the class, make sure you read the NCERT. Okay, read the NCERT of the principal chapter, and then we are going to start it. Okay, so thank you so much for attending the class. There were still many questions, but somehow we have very less time. Thank you for attending. Okay, so take care, everyone. Bye bye. See you in the next week. Yes, and all the best for your exams. Okay, all the best for the exams, all India test. Okay. Okay, Beta, thank you so much. Bye bye. Bye,